Ohio, because the memory that I had was of arriving to Stewart's Opera House. Do you remember this?
I do.
And clearly we had met previously because you were in trouble because you rode with me back to the gig. And being in the opening band, I was on time, but being a sound engineer for the headliner, you were somewhat tardy. And I don't think you got a spankins proper, but I think you got a talkins.
I got a talking to. I shouldn't have been. I mean, that's what happens.
That was a long time ago, Justin. You got to let it go, bud.
Yeah. Well, I still have the job, so I think that they've let it go as well.
What a rich and storied history have us both.
Should we go to the first video, or do you want to keep chit-chatting?
Golly. Well, we could do this all day long, but so this program is Live and Breathing Artist Picks, sort of the video vanguard of a very long history of this company, Live and Breathing, and they have politely asked me to compile a list of some of my favorites of their catalog over the years.
Which we have over 1,000 videos, just to brag. Pretty proud.
That's substantial.
It is.
You know, like once you think about 1,000 of anything, you know, like immediately think of old Mitch Hedberg. But you know, that's a lot. But so these are videos that I've put together that are fun for me from Live and Breathing's past. And I hope that they're serve as an invitation to explore the website in this cozy situation. So cozy.
It's so cozy. This is a real fire. I'm starting to sweat.
This is not a CGI. So I think we're going to get started here with the Felice Brothers with Cherry Licorice.
Yes.
Right here live on Live and Breathing.
We recorded that. Oh, I'm spacing on the year, but it was in Knoxville at the Rhythm and Blooms Festival. I have notes on it. I'll just go ahead and revert to them.
They were playing
2014.
They were playing at the Botanical Gardens and Arboretum here in Knoxville, and they rolled in there. At the time, it was a completely destroyed motorhome that looked like they'd backed into just the face of hell in the back of it. And so anyway, I was there at that show, and it was before Oliver was born.
Mm-hmm. My son Oliver,
Yeah.
to which I now have 2 sons.
Nice.
Rowan and Oliver. Rowan is a little over 3 months, and Oliver is over 9. And if we're going to get into that, actually, we'll save some more of those stories and how blessed my family is right now.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll the video, shall we?
Keep people the heck out of your personal life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep the small talk lengthy and the personal talk to a min.
Way to open me up there. I'm so vulnerable now.
You offered their names to the world, Justin.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I'm sorry what I said about Murderfest. That was insensitive, and I'd like to go ahead and say I'm sorry for saying that. But yeah, the Felice Brothers, live at liveandbreathing.com, live here on the Monday Live and Breathing Artist Picks.
Have we said the date yet? This December 11th of 2023?
It's true, the Virgin Voyage.
Well,
here we go.
Here we go.
It's going to work.
Birds and bees eat how they damn well please. I don't want to work for no dead waitress. I don't have that kind of patience. Sitting around all day, never a word to say. Raccoon's dead, the city's windy. All I think about is Cindy. All the ladies in gin are covered in excrement. All I wanna eat is cherry licorice. I don't care, it sounds ridiculous. Even the birds and bees eat how they damn well please.
That was great. Felice Brothers with Cherry Licorice. I think the name of that record is, I think it's called Favorite Waitress. I don't know. It has a drawing on the front. It looks very much like that show Dave Lynch did in the 90s. But yeah, I love those guys. They seem to only crop up every few years onto my radar, and it's like I'm always curious what they're into, you know, because they kind of stick and move, and you know, but yeah, just they were out with Gillian Welch on that great. It was a big surprise tour. Is that what it was?
I do not recall this.
It was Old Crow and those guys. Anyway, that guy's just a stunning writer at times. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we are. We're back.
I would like to address just a couple people I've seen pop in. Reeby and the old BS. Thanks for popping in. Let's keep the comments coming. It gives us something to go back and forth. Now that's true. Sam Quinn is a national treasure.
Hey man, I haven't seen you in a long time. The last time I saw you, you gave me a bolo tie. Yeah. Hey man, it's great to see you. Life is funny and life is expansive, and I remember you in a heartbeat. I'll keep your name to myself because privacy is premium. Golly. Well, hot dang. I guess one of the reasons that I'm here also is because foremost is because you asked me to be here.
Thank you.
But the reason that I was here to accept this invitation, which is lovely, to be in this cozy environment, would be that over here next door in Studio A, Justin and I are working on an LP that is coming to a close, and it's the dry erase board is it's proving it. This whole time I thought you were telling me that I thought you were just trying to boost my morale or my ego by telling me it's happening or it's almost done. But I looked.
Should I grab the erase board? At the next break, I'll go grab it.
Yeah, we'll grab it in the next break. But anyway, we're over here recording with Live&Breathing. Have you guys ever done a record before?
No, I mean just made this a studio, and your project being one of the first ones, along with the videos that we've shot in here thus far. Some we've released, some we haven't, and now we've been taking a few swings at live streams. The last Tuesday of every month, not December because we got the holidays, but the last Tuesday of every month we have an old time jam that happens right here where we're sitting, and it is supposed to feel like a jam. The musicians gather around a mic and play some old time music. Jessica Watson is the host, except for the last one because she had COVID. Will keep you at home.
Yeah, it will, as it should, you know.
But we did have, as we do every week, five incredible musicians every single month that we have that show, and they're usually always different, except for Jessica. We have some people who pop in consistently, but for the most part, keeping it fresh.
You know, I'm in touch with the kids, and they like.
I get jiggy with it too.
You know, have you seen the new Jumanji?
No.
Golly. Anyway.
You did see it? Last we spoke, you were like, this is something I want to see.
I did. But, you know, in keeping with keeping it fresh, as the kids like to say, I would like to go into the past, though darkly, into the year, I believe, is 2011. The setting is Bristol train station, underground. And we are... Just imagine yourself magically transported back to a train station underground in the catacombs of history, and a little band called the Woes. Do you remember this, Justin?
I'm not gonna lie, I had not watched that video in a very long time. It fell off my radar, and then when we were talking about this, am so happy and thankful that it is back on my radar, because this is one of the performances that really embodies what I was hoping to capture with Live and Breathing, which is we're not recording a record. I mean, you and I are recording a record, but that's different. Live and Breathing is supposed to feel like a rehearsal or a jam or just a group of people in a space having fun without the pressures of an audience and whatnot. I know there's cameras and whatnot, but this fit that bill.
Totally.
It really did. It's a great vibe. I guess this next video is going to be the Woes, Black Bramble from Rhythm and Roots in what year?
2011.
2011.
I believe.
Yeah.
So here's the Woes live on Live and Breathing. Artist picks.
This song is Black Bramble.
Check it out.
Take 2.
Justin.
Sam.
Love you, bud.
Oh, I love you too.
We're friends.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
unquestionably.
dude. I mean, that's what it's about. It's one of the things it's about.
Now I forgot what we were going to talk about.
That was the Woes with old Pete Sturck on pedal steel, man.
That's right.
That guy rips.
That was loud.
At very loud volumes, he rips.
I don't know that I needed the microphone on his amp on that one.
He's a beautiful soul.
That was some of the first videos that we ever shot.
How many? What are you talking about now? Like you said, over 1,000. Like how long is that? How long has this been? How long is this pile?
Well, I think 2009, 2010 started, and the way that we got so many videos is through touring. I met some amazing people that put on festivals and the like, and we were invited to still one of my favorite festivals that I haven't been to in too long. It also happened on my birthday weekend most of the time, but it was Pickathon in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, praise
and that
God.
thing, that thing has changed. And when time goes on and things change, that's usually when you're like, oh, that's changed. That's usually not a good thing. Mm-hmm. But that festival, as it changed through the years, and still now the footage that I see from it, it just keeps progressing in such cool ways. And you want to talk about a festival that has the most eclectic lineup of artists from year to year, from all over the world. Mm-hmm. I believe that is one of the top ones. That kind of leads into the next video, which also we're dear friends, as you mentioned, and I think it would be fair to say that you have inspired my musical taste in probably more equal to or more than anybody. And one of my favorites is the Donkeys.
Oh yeah.
When you first played me the Donkeys, I'm spacing on the name of the album right now with dolphins on it.
Living on the Other Side.
Yes. That album is, I know that we played it end to end.
Because that was when I was over there in North Carolina with
yeah,
you.
we lived
That's
together.
when someone laid that heady disc in my hot little hand.
Yeah, and that's when we started recording together.
Yeah.
Just because we lived together and that's what we wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about this a few days ago. I don't know that we ever declared any of those recordings done, but they are where they are, and they're awesome. I think that they're awesome. I really enjoy them.
Certainly.
They take up a huge space in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is that a quick intro to our next video?
I think so. If you're just tuning in, Justin Glanville and myself are friends, and we like
Sam Quinn.
We like this band coming up next, and they're called the Donkeys, because it was the soundtrack to a particular time in our lives.
Yes,
I suppose. And this is from Pickathon.
2014 Pickathon. Right. That's why I was saying it.
Right.
And so as I mentioned, started around 2009 or 10. Once I heard about the Donkeys, I wanted to record them really bad and reached out to no response quite a few times. But then they were playing at Pickathon. Back to that topic. We got so many videos because these festivals help us get about 10-ish artists a day doing 2 to 3 songs at a time. You do the math on that. We release brand new videos around 4 or 5 every Tuesday for a few years. It adds up. Mm-hmm. We took a long break, about 8-9 years worth of a break, but we're back now and we're doing newer, cooler things, I think.
Did you hear the Rons are back?
No.
Yeah, the Rons are back. The Rons are back.
The Rons are back.
Yeah. We'll set us up. Here we go. Where are we headed to?
We're going to the Pickathon.
To the Pump House, the Red Dog Saloon.
Oh, yeah, the Red Dog Saloon, Pump House, out in the woods of this festival. They gave us this little space to record bands in. They still do it every year, but without Live&Breathing. And it is a 9x9 tiny little space. You wouldn't believe it, how many people we crammed in there, because camera lenses do amazing things. But here are the Donkeys playing Scissor Me Sigga. Did I say that right?
Sesame Sigs.
Sesame Sigs?
Yeah.
I guess I have it written down wrong, and that threw me off. But yeah, that's how
That'll
the
do
song
it.
goes. Okay, here's that video by an amazing band. They've been buddies since high school.
After the flood, the jewels and the blood, all of the cattle stuck in the mud, Sesame Six, what record you dig? You could start a forest fire with just a couple of twists. Bridie and jam, spraying on tans. Say sample drummers stuck in a can. Stretching out my E string, stayed up all night. Now your pain is mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Sesame Six, man. What record you dig, man? You could be a millionaire after a couple of gigs, man. Acting so tough, I'm calling your bluff. All you really wanted was just to look good in the buff. Stretching out my E string, stayed up all night. Now your pain is mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
You know, if you're just joining us, this is Live and Breathing Artist Picks. It's a Monday. My name's Samuel Quinn. I'm here with, as always, with my buddy Justin Glanville here on a Monday in front of this cozy, serene setting here located in East Knoxville. And that was the Donkeys from Pickathon all those few years back. I really like how the drummer, this is a difficult thing to pull off. The drummer is wearing his band's own merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that can really turn on you pretty quick, you know. But you know, I think he pulls it off. You know, like that's fun.
When you're a rockin' band and you got rockin' merchandise, that's when it works.
Sure, like the first people to have those Dr. Dog toboggans, and for people listening above the Mason-Dixon line, knit cap, or the people way far above the Mason-Dixon line, toque. But they were the first people to have that because somebody made them for them, and there's like, and so Dr. Dog was just rolling around wearing these Dr. Dog toboggan knit cap toques everywhere they went, and then everybody loved them.
I don't know that you know this, but Pickathon, Dr. Dog, that was our very first video. Nobody knows who you are.
Huh.
No, we're not going to play that one this episode.
We just heard from Nick in the other room that ain't gonna happen, and so we'll gleefully oblige. But we do have more video, and you know what else is coming up? I'm gonna play a tune. I'm gonna play us out at the end of the program with a tune. I don't think that of all the things I think that this is like almost like a running parallel with my life, because I feel like I've forgotten more than I've ever learned in this time around. So the next time that we're all here together, we'll learn more from what we forgot than what we did. But we're not here to remember what we forgot. We're here to play some videos and just talk about how we're friends and how serene this setting is. Is it not? Is it not? But there are, but it is difficult wearing your own merch. And I mean, I think we've all done it, but just because laundry is sometimes difficult to find. And
especially on the road. It's
difficult to turn like sometimes your hair is too dirty to go even inside a cap to walk outside, and a cap is very difficult to turn wrong side out. And
is your hair ever too dirty to go on stage?
I would say so. Sometimes. Huh. Sometimes. I think everything has a wall. Everything has a limit.
Huh.
Like how dirty? Like it's like old. What old Neil Young's like? What is the color when black is burned? That's more like a meditation than like, or rhetoric. Like than anything else. But golly, but I love that about that. He's wearing the T-shirt in there for the next record, where they came to a house where I was living on that Ride the Black Wave tour, and stayed at my house.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But I went to that gig. It was down here at the Pilot Light here in
I was there. I
Knoxville.
believe I was there at that one.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think I
told
made
everybody
everyone.
I knew because I loved, and still love that band. But they have a song that's on that Living on the Other Side record from when we lived in North Cac, and it was that's on Dolphin Center.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, Jim?
Yes, I do.
Golly, how could you forget?
Yes.
But so the Donkeys are coming to Knoxville, where Justin and I both live,
and where we are right now.
We are currently in Knoxville. We are currently living also. But I made this T-shirt. It was a David Wax Museum shirt. On the other side,
band.
And living on the other side of that shirt was I ironed some letters on that said Dolphin Center, and so I go to the Pilot Light to go watch Donkeys play, and so I'm walking down there, and it's summertime, and so I'm just wearing a T-shirt, which I rarely do when I leave the house, not because, just because it's one of those dumb things that I do. I don't leave the house in a T-shirt. Unless it's I'm going to go see the Donkeys. And so I'm wearing this T-shirt that says Dolphin Center on it. And they're like schlepping in all of these amps and, just like looking, textbook filthy for a band, like they're playing Knoxville like on a Tuesday. They're tired, they probably drove 400 plus miles to get there. And they're loading in stuff. And like one of the guys is just like, and like sees my T-shirt and it says Dolphin Center, Center. And so anyway, I end up at the show later, and he's like, "Hey, where'd you get that shirt?" And it's like Target. And So anyway, then it ends up they come back and they stay at my house, and we had a big old time. And but anyway, I love those guys. But anyway, let's get in our artist pick Live and Breathing time machine and go to. Does anyone remember Laughter? Does anyone remember Rhythm and Blooms? Knoxville's, formerly Knoxville's premier spring festival. Remember that?
I do.
I don't really know what year this is, but I do remember this. I do remember this band. I don't think that they're together in this formation anymore. But the name of the band is This Mountain. Do you remember these guys?
I do. But another one that, like, of all the Live and Breathing videos that I revisit or when I'm just searching through things, this one, unfortunately, was not popping back up on my radar.
I love these guys.
And, like I mentioned, watching videos to prepare for this, that video, once I watched it, was once again just like kind of melted by the time that has passed since then, and also by how awesome they were and how much fun they were having together.
Yeah.
They really, really just throw it down.
It's I played some dates with those guys in, I remember the garage, playing in the garage. You remember the garage?
Where you used to live?
No.
No.
The garage where I used to play. So many garages, so little time.
That wasn't really a garage, but
it really was a garage.
Oh, it really was a garage.
Well, now it's difficult to know which one you're talking about because it's the same word. But in Winston-Salem, remember that place? I think now it's.
I know the name, but I'm not
people.
picturing
Richard
the place.
moved it to some other place, but anyway, played a gig with those guys over there once. Anyway, super nice guys, super awesome band. This is from Rhythm and Blooms in a year that we can't recall. We don't refuse to recall, but we just don't. So, ladies and gentlemen, This Mountain was slowed down right here on Live and Breathing Artist Picks.
Thank you, Sam.
I love you, Justin.
Build up your barricades, we're coming in from east. We'll take all we want, we'll devour this town in less than a week. Don't stop for our fun, there's no consequence to keep us from a taste. Roll your eyes all you want, your warnings are such a waste. Slow down, son, you'll burn out before you turn 21. True satisfaction doesn't come while on the run. Slow down, son, you'll burn out before you turn 21. True satisfaction doesn't come while on the run. 21, true satisfaction does it come while on the run. Slow down, son, you'll burn out before you're done. 21, true satisfaction does it come from the barrel of a gun.
And you're right.
Not fine.
And it's all these unconnected people sending me the same text message about this tiger all at the same time. And so like there's not a chance that like all these people don't even know one another. You do, you have stuff on your face.
Perfect.
Let
me know when we're live.
Oh, we're live. Cool.
Alrighty. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming back, everybody.
Justin, thank you for putting in another log on the fire.
It was those logs.
I was beginning to catch a chill.
I'm going to address a comment from my beautiful, amazing wife, Dare. She says, those chairs are rad. And she's right, because she picked them out. And I must say that this chair is an identical match to the chair that you were in. But I felt once I got here after I picked my wardrobe that if I were in that chair, this chair, without this on it, I would be absorbed by it. Mm-hmm. So we put this on it. And I'm even wearing blue underneath, so I kind of, this is our first one.
We didn't really talk through wardrobe this time.
We did not.
But
next time. This is, you live and you learn.
That's what they say. Some people really fight hard the other direction. I would like to also address a comment because that's what we're doing. This is called Live and Breathing presents artist picks, talking about comments section. I would like to thank my eyesight is poor, and I think it says, well, I'm keeping everyone's anonymity because privacy is something very difficult to keep in this world. But I believe that they're talking about the tour of the Felice Brothers, Old Crow, and Gil and Dave. And I think I called it the Big Unfolding or something like that. But anyway, it is the big surprise tour after. I think that's the Felice Brothers tune. It's like that tune. What is it? These are the days of my life. The Felice Brothers tune. It's like the songs are weird. It's like I just love that. Like, cause they are weird. That guy lives in almost like a McCarthy sort of like dystopia, sort of dirty filth, like underworld at times. It's just so lovely. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. That was This Mountain was Slow Down from Rhythm and Blooms.
Yeah. Aren't they fun? That video. I just think that
totally.
Like they're just having a great time in there, much like the Woes video too.
So good.
I would also like to mention there's a fellow out there watching, he likes to. He lives near a train station, and I've been there. My son Oliver and I went there with him to see some trains, and he likes to chase trains. He also likes to paint. He also, a lot of people say he paints with light, but he is one of my dearest friends. His name is Pete Schroet. It is not Pete Schroth, as I often pronounce his name, because that's how it looks on paper. But I believe that we both know him.
Certainly.
Love him.
Certainly. Hi, Pete. Good to. It's good to know that we're on this same coil spinning around at the same time. It was good to see you at the wedding.
Speaking of weddings, there's somebody else that's tuned in that is also somebody I've met in the past year plus. They're now my coworker, but they just got engaged to a lovely woman. Mm-hmm. Johnny, well done. Congratulations. Miss you. Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay, Johnny and Catherine are the sweetest couple in the world, and they absolutely warm my heart. And now we can move on. I'm sorry. Oh, is this we've only got 2 more videos.
We have Dos Mas, as they say down south.
Your song.
And then a hot new song by request.
Huh?
I don't make this stuff up.
Well, this is.
I mean, I made the tune up. Kind of. Mostly, it's 100% pure. Mostly, like those Norwegian bachelor farmers. Where are my dogs? Where are my dogs at? There they are. So here's another band. This is is this from Rhythm and
Roots?
Rhythm and Roots. There are several Rhythm and Roots here in Knoxville.
This one is a reunion.
This one. My question to you, Justin, the other 11 months out of the year, like what is the beef? You know, they need to settle this beef once and for all. And so just like every year they get together and everybody loves it. But then for the rest of the year, like every time this festival ends, like they get into some sort of unsmashable beef that lasts for 11 months and a few weeks. And then sometime in mid-September, they reunite. And everyone loves it, but like, what's the deal?
I think it would just be Rhythm and Roots if that didn't happen.
You know, maybe they're into the whole alliteration thing, you know, and maybe it's just they're just putting on just to create. Maybe it's like hype. Remember that? Oh. Remember Public Enemy?
Oh, I was thinking of something else.
Golly, that was
thinking boxing.
But yeah, so this is from Rhythm and Blooms, and this group. Strike that.
We can edit it.
Line. We're live. Rhythm and Blooms.
Still live.
In Knoxville. That's the one in Knoxville. And so they used to have 2. And here in East Tennessee, it's very confusing if you have a rhythm and 2 festivals, like practically in their own backyard, definitely sharing a lot of the same concentricities. But this is from Rhythm and Blooms in Knoxville, and this group used to come to Knoxville quite often.
Yes, they did.
And it is Roots.
We're doing Spirit Family?
Yes.
Yes. It's
L.C. King. So
Yes.
this is strike that. It is Rhythm and Roots. We're going live. From the L.C. King building. So this is Rhythm and Roots in Bristol, Tennessee and Virginia. A good place to live. But this is Spirit Family Reunion doing Climb the Corn. And this was back when, I forget the guy's real name. What is that guy's real name? What's Twain's real name?
Which guy?
Twain. What's his real name? I forget.
Gosh.
He's been that for so long.
I just think of him as Twain.
Nick, do you know?
I want to say, I don't want to get his name wrong.
Golly.
Okay, I was thinking about talking about him because I have some incredible memories of him, but I think of him as Twain. He now plays with, well, last I saw, he was playing with Langhorne Slim. And previous to this band, he played in a band called the Low Anthem. And something that we haven't mentioned is that I've been the front of house audio engineer for the Avett Brothers for almost 20 years now.
Fact.
And still am.
Fact.
Well, we'll see.
Fact.
The Low Anthem, we did a lot of shows together, and Twain, I remember the van pulling up to a venue, and he would get out, and he would start playing, usually the fiddle, but whatever instrument, and I did not see him without an instrument in his hand, walking up to sound check, walking away from sound check to the show, the most dedicated musician in a way that I've just never experienced, and I've been blessed to be surrounded by many incredibly talented musicians and songwriters. But an example to me of how amazing he is, every time I hear somebody say that they play the saw, or they're going to play the saw, or there is a saw being played.
I think I know where you're going here.
That sound is, you know that it's a saw being played, and you know that sound, and it is, I feel like maybe rarely as musical as the person who's playing it thinks that it is.
That's what you were.
But we recorded the Low Anthem in Knoxville, another one of our very first videos, and he plays the saw in this video. There's also a pump organ, and it is a very beautiful video. But his saw playing, any time that he plays strings or a saw or sings, I am floored. Consistently. That guy, I can't wait to share more videos in the future of him, but he is an amazing, beautiful soul, musical soul. It's a talent. And he sings lead on this song that we just queued up.
Yeah. Great band, great tune.
Great band.
Great feature. From just, like I was hoping when I started that sentence that his name would miraculously appear and I could finally learn it, and it would be like, it turns out I could walk this entire time. Anyway, I'm still not thinking about it. I'm still not thinking what it is, but anyway, a great feature of him on lead vocals with Twain, whatever his real name is that neither of us can seem to remember. But,
help us out, chats.
Yeah,
This is the one time in my life I don't have my phone in my hand.
Golly, if for nothing else, we should just do these where we don't have phones. People will get on the TV in these tribute shows, singing off of their iPhones, here's a tribute to, and have the audacity just to be reading the lyrics. This song means a lot to me, so much that I'm just looking at my phone again on TV. I'm probably the biggest 15 minutes of my life, and I'm just
We are the children.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
they're changing their own lives. Well, here is the Spirit Family reunion from the Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion, doing "Climb the Corn." Take her away, Nick.
Climb 'em up to 100 rows. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, over road to Molly and the children. Climb up to my chin, my cows are much too thin. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, and over the road to Molly and the children. Tell it wide to the children in the county, so a good road reap a good bounty. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, over the road to Molly and the children. I can holler and I can crow, I can grease my fool and roll. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, over the road to Molly and the children. Climb up high over my head, I'll turn you out like a fish in the bread. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, and over the road to Molly and the children. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, and over the road to Molly and the children. I need your cornbread, I need your meal, I need your golden in my field. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, and over the road to Molly and the children.
Matt Davidson.
His name
That is his name.
is Matt Davidson.
Steph.
How do we know that? How do we know that?
How do we know that? We know that because we share a kindred spirit with this one of the goofiest gals. Her name is Stephanie. Call her Sturf, Sticky. I think the list that we have for each other is very, very long.
Hi, Stinko.
He stinks. We are going to maybe try to incorporate her into the next episode. If we can, which I believe technology will allow it. Let's see, we've done that. I've done that. Oh my goodness, Sam.
Yeah. What a great band. What a great performance by a great band.
And I mean,
A lovely setting.
this is kind of a hard thing because all the bands are great. And some of them I know better than others, and some of them I don't know at all. But I just know that they're all great people. But that band, I know a lot of them fairly well. I haven't spoken to them in a very long time. But every time I see them, just the sweetest people. And everybody that we've shared and are going to share, I wish the best and hope that everybody's really happy. And continued thanks to their time for sharing their talents for our gear, our camera. And speaking of our gear, it doesn't run itself.
No, it doesn't. Bibbidi bobbidi.
If you hear a voice in the distance, there's just three of us here in this house in the studio today. It is me, Justin Glanville, him, Sam Quinn, and then over there, not on the camera but making everything happen, is Nick Corrigan. He has a real brother, but I often think of him as a brother in this Live and Breathing world because I think I just make his life way more difficult because I have lofty ideas, and then he tries to drag me back to reality, and I just begrudgingly try to fight it.
You know, shoot for the stars,
That's right.
land in the clouds, you know?
Yeah.
I think old Maud said that.
Immense love.
Yeah, total. Nick, thanks for all the help. It's great to be here. It's great to be here as a third this lovely afternoon here in this cozy milieu.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, bud.
Keep it down. This is live.
We have a couple more here, and you know, one of the things that I that I liked when I was looking through, or just like I've known you for a long time. We've established that we're friends here. I'm also friends with Nick back here. So if you guys are keeping a scorecard, I have 2 friends here.
Here. Okay.
Here.
Okay.
So that there's a 3rd one, but they are not here. So, but Nick has also been kind enough to be a friend to me. But as I've, and they are fun because sometimes like these videos, sometimes there are immense sets such as the one here that looks almost identical to your living room that take a long time to prepare. But then other times there are ones like, the train station and just like the weirds, like, just like, well, certain rooms like have, like where that Donkeys video was, like, there's a vibe to that. And it's like, the train station has a vibe. These Rhythm and Blooms videos have a vibe. Sometimes at Picathon, they're outside, like Diarrhea Planet.
Yeah.
Remember that video? Ice Age?
My favorite is, what was it? My Dubs, I think is what it's called.
I don't know that.
It's, mixing that one was so fun.
Was that's the double tap solo?
Everybody kind of just goes
That is-
crazy on it.
And they're like over the top, like they have like those Yngwie scallop fret, and they're just like both like doing these over the fret like tap solos. It's like this is complete entertainment. That's what I think when I'm watching this. Like this is complete entertainment.
I don't think they have a song over a minute and a half. That's a slight exaggeration, but only slight.
There's hit it and quit it.
That's right.
But like each one kind of inspires like a different kind of a different feel to it, and like this next one is the Dave Mayfield parade.
Can we back up for 1 second? Okay.
Do I need to make the sound?
The Spirit Family video that was recorded in the L.C. King building, which is there's a clothing line called Pointer Brand, and the amazing thing about those videos, which we have a lot of great videos. All that stuff in the background is where people work with their hands all day, still to this day making those clothes. There isn't one automated machine in there. I haven't been in there in a few years, but from what I understand, they're still made the same. And that just kind of blows me away. That, and then, so basically the factory shut down for us to do that stuff. So it still smelled like sewing and sweat. And it sounds awesome in there. And I feel like it just really enhanced the vibe. Now let's go to this next video where we got a bunch of guys and girls in a shower. And
talk about the smell in that room.
Yeah, no doubt.
But this is the Dave Mayfield. We believe it's parade. That's how it is marked. So I don't really know.
But it was also a lot of other people, too.
It was a lot of other people.
Crammed into a shower.
That dude is nutty talented. He carries around like a recording rig. The last time I saw him, it was in Pittsburgh, but with Cave Twin. You see that?
No.
It's this lady that's with him, and it's just a Mando guitar duo, and it's like he's playing mandolin, and it's it's like everything else he touches, like off the rails, and just really good, But the time before that, I saw him. It was at some radio event here in Knoxville. I think it was at the Bijou Theater for for WDVX, and he'd brought his laptop and his interface around, and he was going around, and so he eventually cornered Daryl Scott and like asked him if he would do something, and so I don't know if he's put on in my mind, like I'm like the human mind just like patterns and like just like, well, this is what's going on from the way that my brain told it, it was that he cornered Daryl Scott and it's like made a situation that he really couldn't say no, and recorded Daryl Scott doing something, and then it was on the record. It was like recorded blah 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 Knoxville. It's like, but anyway, just like cares about the tunes that much. I mean, it's like his talent is off. It's wacky how talented that guy is. But this is like in a shower, and I was not there, but you were obviously there. And this, where is this? Is it clearly a shower somewhere?
This is clearly a shower. It is backstage in Asheville. I don't know what the name of the venue now is, but the Avery Brothers, we do a really big New Year's Eve show every year in North Carolina somewhere. And the Dave Mayfield Parade was one of the opening bands this year. And Truth and Salvage was another band that year, which we also got a bunch of sweaty dudes in the shower. Talking about some harmonies on that one, too.
What is it? Low Mountain Angel? Or
Oh, yeah. Another video I haven't thought about in forever, but just love it. Well, if anybody's out there that can correct us on the title of that video by Truth and Salvage.
Hi, man. Heidi ho, there's John all day. Won't you take me down south? Won't say it again, singing Heidi ho.
Well, okay, we're getting yelled at to move on.
We're getting poked.
Now let's. Did I say everything I wanted to say about that? I think so. So I guess now we introduce this video.
Yeah.
I'd also, I mean, we're talking about Dave Mayfield. His sister, equally talented, is also in the shower here. Carolina's Pure Mountain Angel, Steph.
Holy.
Come on.
Our fact-checking friend of anonymity.
We're in the mountains. Okay, so I guess we'll just roll the video. Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it?
Here's David Mayfield Parade. What do you call it if you don't call it love? Live and breathing. Artist picks.
What do you call it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you call it if you don't call it love? God only knows what you're thinking of. Say any old word, but we both know one. What do you call it if you don't call it? Got a dog named William Robert. Mama always called him Billy Bob. Mom was born on September the 11th. Happy birthday, Mom. I will always keep my word with you, darling. And I will speak nothing but the truth. Okay, so maybe not always, but I'll try. I'm gonna lie, but we should all lie sometimes. What do you call it if you don't call it love? Oh, God only knows what you're thinking of. Say any old word, but we both know of one. What do you call it if you don't call it love? Come on. I am not pretty like my sister. I can't see the bright side like my mom. I'm goofy as all hell like my father. And I will become him when he's gone. Come on, honey, lay here on the sofa. Let me put my hands on you for a while. You know how I get whenever you come over. Come on. What do you call it if you don't call it love? Oh, you gotta call it something. God only knows what you're thinking of. Say any old word, but we both know one. What do you call it if you don't call it?
not need any more coffee. All right. So I think that we're getting towards the end of this first episode here. Thank you so much for tuning in to Live and Breathing's Artist Picks. We're here with our artist, Sam Quinn. I believe that he will be on the next few episodes, and maybe we'll start getting a little rotation of other people. I may or may not be here as well. This has been, I was very nervous about this, Sam, and I'm usually not on this side of the microphone.
I know, which is one thing that I know that you don't really love being on this side, but I was just happy to be here with you, and it seems like you're, by your countenance, like you're very comfortable here. Maybe it's just
I think it's because of you, and
maybe it's because of the deep and lasting friendship that we've forged over the years.
it's now deeper.
Not even kidding.
It's now deeper.
It is. You know, it's like old Robert Plant said. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Maybe that was Tolkien. It's hard to say. Probably Tolkien. It's all Tolkien.
Okay, I'm supposed to wrap this up. Introduce Sam Quinn playing as out. Well, you're going to see the whole song. The song is Sage Grouse.
By request.
Is there anything else you'd like me to say about this? Should I intro this in any other way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Here's a song of a great conversational what is the word? Conservational import. Out in the nothing where few buds of wind can remain,
closer to everywhere else, save for those lakes where you dance, vanishing child of the snow and the sun. Sage grouse, sage grouse.
Sam, thank you.
Yeah, bud. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me. So happy to be here.
Now I got to do an outro. Thank you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. We don't have a schedule for this yet. We want to know when it works for everybody else that's out there that is watching. So if you have an opinion, send us a message or send us a chat.
Yeah, feel free to keep the nasty ones to yourself.
We want to shape this show for the audience. So this time and this day may not be the same next week. We're going to keep swinging and see when the most people can watch it. So again, cannot thank you. Thank you, Sam, to our guest, as our guest. Nick, thank you in that other room.
Thanks,
I hope you all have a wonderful day, and sending nothing but love to all of you. And in all seriousness, on the interstate, the left lane is for passing. It's not for cruising.
Remember that.
I'm so serious about that, and I'm out.